I've had really good results using my hobby bench grinder to refinish stainless steel watch cases.
Use it as a mirror. Look at that right there.
But I've never been comfortable trying the electric buffer on gold because I've been afraid that the finish would rub off. But I'm working on a project that's marked 10 karat gold filled, which can really use a more aggressive refinishing. Fortunately, a gold-filled watch, sometimes called rolled gold, has a layer that's 100 times thicker than something that's simply labeled gold-plated. In this video, I'll try the two softest polishing compounds that I bought with my buffer. The white compound recommended for scratch removal on soft metals, and a brown wax made for buffing, to see if either can restore the finish on this tattered watch case. I'll also try both of these compounds on an acrylic crystal to see if they will remove scratches better than my past regimen of sanding and then polishing with Polywatch paste. This is the case from the Benrus watch that everything was jammed up in. So the back is not terribly scratched, but there are scratches in it. And what you can see is that there's discoloration. I don't know if that's a failure of the 10 karat rolled gold plating. The plating is definitely deteriorating. If you look right in here, see how that's separating? The case is just completely worn away there. This is the crystal for that watch. It's an acrylic crystal, and it has a gold band goes around it. I don't know if that gold band is part of the crystal or if it's just a bezel. I'm just going to practice polishing on this as well, just to get a feel for it. We'll see if we can fine-tune our polishing regimen on both gold cases and on crystals. I'm masking off the case and the crystal so we can compare the white compound to the green, and I'll leave an unpolished section down the middle to preserve the original uncorrected surface so we can see what it looked like before polishing. Wow, that worked super quick. Can you see that? Holy crap, that's amazing. Let's see what I could do on the lugs. Look at that. Let me see if I'll take this off. There we go. And now we're going to do this side over here with the brown polish. Okay, let's give this a little wipe down. Now what I'm looking for is not just shiny, but scratch removal. Oh, and that's really, really nice. My goodness. So we're going to bring this back to the macro camera. We'll take a nice close-up look at it. So we can get focus there. Yeah, preliminary, that looks really good. So I'm going to try a similar thing here on this crystal. Since this is the softer of the two, I'm going to start here. Actually, I'll do the same thing. I'll leave a stripe down the middle so we can compare the before and after. Just want to go very, very lightly. And we're just going to do a light touch across the optical part of the crystal as well. We'll stop there. And let's peel this off. Let me stick this on the inside. Okay, so that little arrow there, that's going to point to the side that we polished with the light brown. We're just going to try the white polish on the crystal. See how that does. The compound is building up in that crevice, so I want to remove it so I can touch the surface and not just be buffing over compound. Okay, the crystal. I see a good scratch there, which I'm going to try to work out. Let's go back to the watchmaking bench and let's unwrap both these pieces and we can take a closer look. Maybe hit them up with a microfiber and see just how shiny we got them. So we just did a test using two different formulas of polishing compound. And this is a 10 karat rolled gold case. And we're going to unmask it now. So the side that we're exposing here, this side, we used the light brown polish on. And that's marked by the little arrow. So we will examine that. You can see the unpolished there in the middle. And similarly, we used the white buffing compound on half of this crystal, and we used the light brown on the other half. And what we did was we left an untreated section down the middle. And let's take a look at this first. Okay, so in this front camera, let me get some extra light on here because I think this will the effect will be improved if I have extra light. Okay, so you can see the part that wasn't polished there right down the middle. So we showed you the before image earlier. And what I want to do now is, with a clean microfiber, I'm just going to buff this a little bit more. And if you're wondering why I'm going through all this trouble on this beat up case, well, it's because I have another watch that is 10 karat rolled gold, and I'd like to use the electric buffer to clean up the case. But I don't want to be too aggressive. I don't want to mess things up. So I thought I would do my test on this beater first. We're going to do the same thing. Here's the crystal with that gold bezel around it. We showed this to you a second ago. And let me buff this. And I don't want to dislodge that little piece of tape on the inside because that shows us which side was the light brown polish. There we go. I'm going to set this up with the brown polish over here, white polish over here. So let's see which did a better job. So one of the things I'm looking for is removing scratches without being too aggressive. And while I think they're both similar, I would have to say that the light brown compound maybe remove the fine scratches a little bit better. There's definitely still scratches on both sides. Either side is a pretty big improvement. This is the side that we used the light brown compound. So here's a look at the side where we used just the white compound. This looks pretty good as well. All right, let's take a look now at the crystal. Now, without that clearly defined line, I would have to say that, the crystal still looks kind of rough. That's where we use the light brown compound. Okay, and then here in the center, we didn't do any buffing. And then over here, that's the white compound. So the buffer definitely is not a replacement for the sanding sticks followed by Polywatch like I've done in my other videos. I'll put a link to a video that I recommend on refinishing an acrylic crystal using sanding sticks and Polywatch. So just for giggles, I'm going to take this back into the shop and I'm going to hit the back first with white and then with brown, and then we'll see if doing the 1-2 punch might shine it up even better. So, but for right now, I'm pretty satisfied with how either of these worked. It just is amazing what a difference a little bit of buffing can do. Boy, all I could say is wow. How beautiful that is. This concludes my gold-filled watch case and crystal buffer tests. Please stay tuned to the channel for more watch restoration adventures. If you'd like more information on the gear used in this video, please check out my Amazon storefront, link in the description below. And feel free to visit my new website at watchwithmike.com for bonus footage and links to my other channels. I'm Mike. Be good, be well, and be safe, and I look forward to our next time together.